Yeah, so we came into this game and we wanted to make sure that San Diego didn't have space in the midfield in the central areas because we feel like they're one of the best playing teams using the midfield, and we did an excellent job on that. We denied their space in that middle of the field, and we forced it wide. In the first half, I thought we could have been a lot more aggressive down the right side and how we were defending their right side, our left side, and we made those adjustments at halftime, and we were much better. They weren't as dangerous with their right flank attack, and then. But the two set pieces is always tough. I mean, especially at the end of the game. But we need to do a better job also of keeping the ball. There's times that we just gave it away too quickly, and we're going to continue to improve on that. But defensively, good game overall. And now it's just getting back at it and having a good performance against Kansas City. We don't have too much time to dwell on it. It's just let's get better.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll go ahead and open up to questions. First question is Rowie Hadar. Rowie?
Hi, Albertin, and thank you for joining us after a long, tough night, quick turnaround here. Just wanted to get your thoughts on, the last couple of minutes of the game there. Just having a very bizarre bounce to end it. Having it cost you points. Like, how much do you sort of take that as something that is out of your control versus something that might have been more preventable?
It's a tough one because I still have to go back and watch it on film to really give you an honest answer on that. From what I saw, maybe we could have done a better job before the corner happened, right? So that's what I will look at first and foremost is, okay, how did we step, how did we defend, and how did that corner come about? If it could have been preventable, then there's adjustments we need to make, right? And then defending that corner, it comes into the box, and they got their head on it. It goes into the ground, so it really throws the keeper off beyond the timing, and it's just unfortunate. But we could have probably made a better play on that somehow. I just have to go back and look at it. But yeah, it's a tough one. It hurts because we knew coming to their home. I mean, they're an excellent team. The way they play their football, it's actually I think one of the best playing teams in the league right now, so credit to them. But they didn't play through their midfield, like the middle of the field, and that was important for us. And now we're going to have to go back and see if that corner kick was preventable. That's really more so. Yeah.
And just to that point, I know I'm looking at the stats. I saw San Diego had 11 corners in total. It did seem like something at times that almost seemed proactive. Like, were you guys anticipating, them being able to potentially defend particularly well against what San Diego was throwing out as far as set pieces and corners?
We were. I mean, we thought that we could force them wide. Yes, they're talented actually everywhere on the field, but if we forced them wide, it didn't let them play through the middle, which when they did a couple of times, it looked very dangerous, right? So when we didn't get a press right or we didn't defend well, they would get right through. So, okay, yeah, we're going to concede the wide channels, and we felt very comfortable that we could defend crosses into the game. So we could force them to cross from further out, and we did that well throughout the game, except for the two corner kicks. We thought that we would be able to also perform better in corner kicks. It's just unfortunate. I mean, they're two good services, and they got their head on it.
And you mentioned in terms of, at least for the second goal there, just the, throwing Jordan off, but she did have that big PK save. It seems like she's really been coming into her own the last few games here. Just curious your perspective on her development as, the number one keeper for you guys this year.
Yeah, so Silkowitz continues to impress the staff. I'm a huge fan, and I have been since the very beginning when we brought her last year. And I keep saying this every weekend, she's only going to continue to get it better. I mean, that save on the PK was a full extension. The PK was hit well to the corner, and credit to her and just her ability to make that save. And she was very good again with her feet, as she always has been. And she's a big part of our team, so happy for her. And it was just unfortunate. She couldn't really do much with either one of those goals. I mean, that's one of the hardest goals to save, when it's something that bounces off the ground like that and it goes. It's always very, very difficult for keepers because it throws the timing off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing that I can think of off the top of my head is just watching it from the broadcast. I don't know if the mics were particularly close to where you were, but I felt like we could hear you a lot. Was just wondering about the about how much that sort of reflects like having to adjust on the fly, and how much you felt like the team was being responsive to some of the adjustments that you were making in game.
No, I think that's one of the things this team does very well is they respond well to the adjustments and every other information we've given them. They've proved that throughout the entire season, and this one at the end was a little bit of tired legs, and so we had to do certain things and move some things around. But the team's always responded well, and I give them a lot of credit for that.
Thanks, Roy.
That's all I have for right now.
Thanks, Roy. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Roy. Coach, strong attacking teams you've been facing, but you talked a lot about how the defense shut down the middle, did a very good job today. How do you take that lesson into next week against Kansas City?
So it's a little bit of a recurring theme where we give them the information, they're applying it, we're defending very well, we're limiting other teams' chances. Yeah, they may have possession, they may get into certain areas, but it's not very clear opportunities. They do have some special players that created problems, and that happens, at every level, so if you have that special talent. And now it's making sure that we're sound defensively like we have been, right? We're going to concentrate, obviously, on some set pieces this week and making sure that we get that sorted out. And then I keep going back to we also now have to do a better job of keeping it and being a little bit more of a threat. And that's really that combination. So when we put those two together, that's when you're going to start seeing a difference in our games.
It's a tough night tonight, but there's a lot of positives to take out of this game and the last couple of games. How do we take that and get ready and prepare for Kansas City next week?
Yeah, I think obviously any game in the NWSL is really tough. Proud of the group for responding to going down a goal early. I think we were resilient in that, and Karlie scored a great goal, and defensively we were sound, and obviously not hanging our heads, but going to get better set pieces. I think just the little things make a big difference in this league, and I think focusing on what's in front of us, so learning, taking positives, focusing on the little things that can help us improve, and just looking forward to playing another game next weekend in Kansas City.
All right. Roy, Hadar, you had a question?
I did. Thank you. Thank you both for taking the time here. Karlie, I wanted to ask you just, what was your perspective on how that goal came about? And what did you see on the pitch in terms of realizing there was an opportunity there to shoot and score?
Yeah, I think it was just a good team goal, and Rudy played me like a perfect weighted pass, and so that just gave me an opportunity to take a perfect touch and finish in the corner, and I think it was a great response to bounce back, and I think, yeah.
Yeah, and then beyond that, I know Albert, you mentioned a little bit about just passing and some of the challenges in connecting for both of you guys. Just what did you see that made it particularly challenging at times to keep those connections going and keep and maintain possession?
I think credit to the Wave. I think they commit to the attack. They throw numbers up in the attack, and I think naturally we're defending, so it was tough for us to get out at times, and I think focusing on connecting our first couple passes so we can get expansive and possess, and the quality and the decision making, I think we'll obviously look back on and review and get better.
And also, just related to that, I know San Diego was pressing a lot. I know Kansas City is a team that is very much able to do that. Just sort of looking ahead, how fixable do you see that? How much do you see a bit of vulnerability versus opportunity in terms of being ready for if teams throw a press at you guys like that?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go off this game and learn from our mistakes and build from there. And I think we'll be ready for next game, and just, you know, we're going to get the little things down, which will help. And yeah, we'll be ready.
I guess just one bright spot. Abby, I would love to hear just sort of your perspective on Karlie's development here. You know, seeing her score a couple bangers now. Just you know, how you've seen her grow as a rookie and someone who's new to this team in this league.
Yeah, I mean, I am so proud of her. Like, I know how hard of a transition it is from college to pro, and for her to be succeeding and doing as well as she is, what are we, like 7 games in, is unbelievable. And she is such a huge part of our team and plays a big role in the attack and defensively. And I think like the future is so bright for her, and you know, she's just only going to get better, and that's scary for other teams, but really good for us.
And just Karlie, quick flip side of that. What's it like to hear that sort of thing from Abby, and
Yeah.
you know, how important has her leadership been to your sort of fitting in and feeling like part of this team?
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool because I used to watch her playing when I was little, and she would like come talk to our team. So this is like so surreal, and it's just great to be like under her leadership. And yeah, I've learned so much from her so far, so I can't wait to keep playing with her.
All right. Well, that is it for us tonight. We will be back in action next week at Kansas City. Thank you.